Yes, people, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we've got Isak updates, Luis Diaz updates. Is he going to help fund Isak? Are we going to get an advocate replacement in for him? Well, let's talk about it because we are talking Fabrizio Romano updates to kick things off. Alexander Isak wants Liverpool is his priority as reported. No talks about Chelsea or Manchester United. All these gimmicks of potential clubs getting involved. Alexander Isak simply wants Liverpool, and that is one of the reasons why personal terms, for example, is not going to be an issue with Alexander Isak, and I expect that to become very more advanced in the coming days as we do try to conclude a transfer of him from Newcastle. Craig Hope updates, obviously Newcastle correspondent, giving his thoughts and opinions on the situation. Craig Hope on Alexander Isak joining Liverpool. So I do think Alexander Isak will join Liverpool this summer. I'm not going to sit on the defence and say sit on the fence, and I'm happy to be wrong. Do I think he will go? Yes or no? Yes, I think he probably will. He is thinking that Alexander Isak is simply going to be a Liverpool player this summer, as also related into Newcastle. Newcastle working today to try and agree personal terms with Benjamin Sesko. Leipzig reported prepared to sell, but not an easy deal for Newcastle to structure. However, a bid is anticipated. Sesko a long-standard target. So that's going to help conclude the Isak deal, because I do think Liverpool and Newcastle probably have talked or something on the lines of, if you let us go and get up a couple of our targets, whether that is Benjamin Sesko and a couple of more players, we will effectively sell Alexander Isak, as he does want the Liverpool move, which I do find really interesting as to what and how that is going to develop over there. And this was a really interesting update. Liverpool would not even need to sell a player, never mind their women's team or a hotel, to sell through PSR, even if they were to sign Isak for Newcastle for 150 million asking price. So we can effectively go and sign Alexander Isak for 150 million. We won't need to do player sales or go and sell loads of different things that other clubs are having to do. And that is just given the reason as to why this deal is most likely going to happen. As regards to Isak, and hopefully it is, we do hear something in the coming days that hopefully we will hear some more more news. Also, we did see that Craig Hope said that Isak doesn't want to play in the UCL. He wants to win it, and that is one of the reasons as to why. You know, that's the situation. Also, some Newcastle players are suspecting that he will join Liverpool this summer. This is the big one for me. Lewis Steele confirming that breaking Liverpool are readying an official approach to Newcastle after Alexander Isak told the club he wants to explore a move away this summer. Liverpool readying a British transfer record. I expect this to probably be 120 and a bit more. I think Liverpool will offer Newcastle 120 million, maybe 5-10 million add-ons, just to get the negotiations off the table, because it's very rare you see the negotiations, kick off like that and the bid is accepted effectively. We are dealing with a player that's going to cost us probably within the region of 120 to 150 million pounds. So certainly we want to get the negotiations nicely started off the table with a nice, decent offer. And if that's rejected, then that's fine, because we'll come back in with an improved offer, and hopefully we'll get this Isak business done within one or two bids. Hopefully it's not going to be a long saga like Florian Wirtz, because I do want Alexander Isak in my club for some parts of the pre-season. Sorry about that. Mainly due to the fact of he has not had a preseason as up to date. I don't want him coming into the squad later in the window, not having a preseason. Then we have to gear him back up, obviously embed him into the slot tactics, because it's going to be slightly different, obviously in Newcastle, of course, on how we do things. So hopefully the Bilbao game, I'm looking at that Bilbao game on the 12th of August, which is in about a week and a half, I believe. So it effectively gives us about a week to kind of get this Isak business done. And then obviously he's got a few days to kind of train and then prepare for that Bilbao game. And then effectively he has also got the Community Shield also to gear up for Bournemouth at home in the Premier League. So I do think, in my opinion, this will be a. It really does depend on how the first bid goes and how Newcastle do reject that, and how situations with Benjamin Sesko, etc., do become slightly more advanced. So I do think keep an eye out those. Keep an eye on Newcastle transfer rumours, as we obviously are linked to a player from their club. So keep an eye out for Newcastle transfer rumours. But that is the updates regarding Alexander Isak. Liverpool are preparing a British transfer record bid, and Alexander Isak wants Liverpool. Personal terms are not going to be an issue. This is the Luis Diaz update for you, which I think this weekend you could potentially see Luis Diaz. Potentially, here we go to Bayern Munich. Ben Jacobs, Bayern Munich have made contact with Liverpool again today over Luis Diaz. As of now, Liverpool have not received a new formal offer and have not yet received clarity on the financials behind one. So yeah, it's looking like it is going to be interesting as to how the Luis Diaz situation is going to go down. Ben Jacobs, obviously, from his standpoint of view, he's obviously not heard of anything as to regards to him. But this, according to Florian Blassenberg, he has exclusive. FC Bayern have submitted their new offer to Liverpool for Luis Diaz, worth over to £67.5 million. Talks between the clubs are ongoing. As reported, Diaz wants to join Bayern and is waiting for an agreement between the clubs. He can sign a contract running at least till 2029. The deal could still fall through. So yeah, I think 70 million is looking like what is going to be probably bidded for Luis Diaz. I'll kind of be shocked if this doesn't go, because he clearly wants to move. He clearly wants to join Bayern Munich and leave Liverpool Football Club. And why would you want to keep a player that, when you could potentially earn 70 million, use it to reinvest back into someone like an Isak and Malik Fofana, someone of these caliber players that's going to come in and do a job for us? So for me, I think Liverpool should do the right thing and probably accept it, just so then we don't have to have a player around at the club who clearly doesn't want to be here. And it's £70 million. It's not bad for a player that's got 2 years left on his contract. Very cheap wages to, keep on the book, or get off the books. So I suspect Liverpool to probably maybe potentially do and accept that. And obviously, Lewis still giving his thoughts and feelings. Any movement on Luis Diaz could free up resources for Liverpool to complete a sensational swoop for Alexander Isak. So yeah, you probably would expect Liverpool to maybe just say, you know what, okay, yes, we don't really ideally want to sell him, but we can get £70 million there, £70 million, and we can simply just reinvest that all back into the squad. So hopefully Liverpool will be doing that. But yeah, make sure people, by the way, you're subscribing and you're smashing the like button on the channel, as we're on that road to 2,000 subscribers. We are literally about 58 subs away, man. Like 2 days ago, I was like just over 100 away. We're now certainly gearing up to little bit of 50 subs away, sorry, till that 2K. So hopefully we can keep pushing towards that, smashing the likes and subscribing, and make sure you share it to your friends if they like Liverpool content as well. But let me know, what do you think today's Liverpool topics are? Alexander Isak, basically his personal terms are not going to be an issue, as his priority is simply just Liverpool Football Club, and the fact that Liverpool are gearing up for 100 potentially British transfer record for Alexander Isak. So I'm intrigued to see how that's going to go off. And again, make sure you do keep an eye out for the Benjamin Seskos and the Newcastle links to players. Like, keep a look out for the likes of Wissa as well. See how they advanced over the next coming days, and if they get more heated up and they advance quickly, then I suspect they are gearing up towards that Alexander Isak sale. So make sure you do keep up to date on that. And obviously Luis Diaz going to Bayern Munich. That looks like that deal is going to be concluded probably in the next couple of days, according to the reports. 70 million, Liverpool do the right thing and probably just simply take it, and we can reinvest it for these man here on the green screen. So yeah, make sure you take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Isak to Liverpool. Oh, it's on. Diaz to Bayern. It's on.